At some point in your life, you must have felt yourself walking away from something that truly mattered to you, not because you weren't capable of it, but because others made you feel like you weren't. And without even trying, you started seeing yourself the same way. And here's a question most people never fully confront. How much of your life is actually built on your own decisions? And how much of it is shaped by the decisions, opinions, and fears of others? Because the truth is, he didn't just hear those voices once, he carried them until they became your own. This is a story about what happens when someone finally refuses to carry them any longer. Listen carefully. Her name was Emily. She was 35 years old, a school teacher in a small town, a woman who had spent 15 years giving confidence to other people's children, while quietly losing her own. Emily had one dream she had never spoken aloud: to run a marathon. One evening, she registered online, her hands shaking as she clicked confirm. When she told her husband, he put his newspaper down slowly and said, "Emily, you have never run even 1 kilometer in your life." Her doctor was more direct. "At 42, with your knees, this is not a goal. This is an injury waiting to happen." Her younger colleagues laughed and said, "Ma'am, marathons are for athletes, not for people like us." That night, Emily sat quietly for a while. She thought about what everyone had said and why they might be right. Then she looked at her registration again. She took a breath and said to herself, "Let's just see how far I can go." The next morning, she told no one. She woke at 5 in the morning before her family, and she ran. On the first day, she ran about 200 meters before she had to stop. She went back home, didn't mention it to anyone, and rested. The next morning, she went out again. This time, she pushed a little further, 300 meters, then 4, then 5. One day, she tripped and hurt her knee. It bled, but it wasn't serious. She cleaned it up at home and showed up again the next morning. That day, Emily ran 1 full kilometer without stopping, for the first time in her life. Slowly, her lungs found their rhythm, her legs found their strength, and her belief found its proof. Month by month, 2 kilometers became 5. 5 became 10. 10 became 18. When her knee ached, she learned to rest without quitting. When her pace was slow, she learned that finishing matters more than speed. 18 months later, Emily found herself standing at the starting line of her first marathon. Around her were runners much younger, more experienced, and people who had been training for years. She didn't look around much. She focused on her own race. She started running, slowly, steadily, at her own pace. Around the 30-kilometer mark, her body started to struggle. Every step felt heavier, and stopping felt easier. But she remembered everything people had told her, all the reasons she shouldn't be here, and she kept going. 4 hours and 51 minutes after she started, Emily crossed the finish line. She looked at her race number, took a moment, and quietly said to herself, "Did it." A year later, Emily had completed 3 marathons. She also began coaching a small weekend running group for women over 40 in her town. And the same people who once doubted her started asking her how to begin. People will tell you many things in your life. They will tell you the right age to start, the right time to try, the right moment to believe in yourself. But here is what nobody tells you. The people giving you limits have never lived beyond their own. Emily's husband was not wrong from where he stood. Her doctor was not wrong from his experience. Her colleagues were not wrong from their world. But they were all looking at Emily through the lens of who they were, not who she was capable of becoming. This is the first thing her story teaches us. Other people's doubt is not information about you. It is information about them. The second thing is, Emily could have told everyone about her training, but she chose silence. And that silence became her armor. Because when you share an unfinished dream with the wrong people, their doubt enters you before your belief has had time to grow roots. Protect what is still growing. And the final thing, she did not have better knees than you. She did not have more time. She did not have support. She only had a decision. And that is all any of us ever really have. Think about the dream you have been carrying quietly. The one you stopped talking about. The one you locked away because someone's voice got louder than your own. Ask yourself honestly, are you waiting for them to believe in you first? Because if you are, you may be waiting your whole life. If this story reached something inside you today, carry it with you as a reminder. The next time someone tells you it is too late, too difficult, too unlikely, remember Emily and begin anyway. Best wishes to all of you.